you taking it all in? Could you hear everybody? And
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking about wrestling while I'm out there, but as soon as it's done, couldn't really help but smile, seeing everybody, seeing all the fans.
Does it live up to what you thought it would be like?
Yeah, I think it's even more. You know, I hear everybody say that we have the best fans, but you don't really truly get that feeling until right after the match and everyone's standing up clapping for you.
Now, I don't suppose at Chapel Hill you get crowds quite this large.
No, not this big.
What do you think of the weather outside?
Yeah, it's pretty cold. Yeah, a little different.
So, Jason, you being one of the veterans, does anybody say anything to George to get him ready for this, or you just let him negotiate it on his own?
He knows what he has to do. We talk about it every day in practice, and you got to be ready for whatever comes your way, and he showed that he was ready. So,
Ken, what was your impressions of George's first time out there?
He looked great. You can tell our fans, our crowd, they appreciate effort, right, and hustle. And George, that's what George is. Even gave up the first takedown, and then he just came back and kept fighting, got the second takedown, and just excited about the effort he put into it, which is what we like to see. But yeah, George did a great job. He just kept battling, scoring points, and great opportunity for him today, and he took advantage of it. So it's great to see.
were you pleased with the effort and hustle of everyone else, the entire team?
Yeah, I think so for the most part. I think effort was good, and scored a lot of points today. Heading into finals week, just before Christmas break, sometimes you can see, some of the fire is not there in a match like this. But I think the guys did a good job. They showed up and wrestled well.
Nick, it seems like every time you go out, you show another little wrinkle. Do you feel like you're improving as much as you would like to?
Yeah, absolutely. I can continue to try to get better at things throughout the week, and then go try to practice it in the room and or out there on the match. And been working on different things with Coach Varner and Coach Cunningham and Coach Kale. And when you get to wrestle guys like that all the time, and the guys we have on the team, you're always, I think, as long as you want to and you want to go out there and you want to try to get better, I think you will every time.
So when you're trying to isolate that bar and you tilt them, is that setting up then whenever you kind of walk that bar around the top and then run the half?
Don't let them know any secrets.
No, I mean, I was just trying to go from one thing to the next, just trying to get near fall and try to get them into a pinning combination. And that time it worked out real well. There's been a couple times this year where I've hit that and haven't got the guy over in the pinning combination, but I've gotten near fall in a couple different places, and just going to continue work on that. And it's worked out pretty well so far this year, and I've been pretty happy with it.
Jason, think back to last year at this time, and how much better do you think you're wrestling right now than last season?
I don't really think about it that way. I just think about when I'm going out, just not trying to do the best I can, but doing the best that I can. And I always think who would win, me this year or me last year, and I don't know, because I have that same mental game that I would win no matter what. So last year I would think that I would beat me this year, and this year I would think that I would beat me last year. So I don't know. I mean, I know I got a lot better, obviously, but I don't really think about it that way.
You don't feel like you have more confidence this year?
I mean, I always have confidence. I had a lot of confidence last year, so I mean, I wrestle every match pretty much the same.
Kale, what do you take out of a match like you saw today?
Well, it's just another opportunity to compete, another opportunity to, like Nick's saying, try things you're working on, and it's just, you're just trying to get better every match. That's the plan, whether we're wrestling Binghamton or a Big Ten opponent. It's the same mentality, the same consistency, like Jason's saying. That's what we want. We want our guys to be the same regardless of when, where, how, who they're wrestling. Just be the same person, and this gives them a chance to do that. And you gotta love competing. You know, these guys usually they choose to come to Penn State because of the way our kids wrestle, and every time you step out there on the mat, it's an opportunity to represent Penn State and to continue to build that tradition and that reputation. And I think our guys are doing that.
Kale, when did you know that you were going to have George in the lineup today?
I think most of the week, or half the week. Cortez got banged up actually early in his match last week, and he hasn't been on the mat all week. So yeah, George has been ready. George is the guy that's always ready. I mean, he's a gamer. So, and kind of expected that for him to wrestle really well just because that's what he does. You know, he's the guy that you pick first on your. Well, I don't pick him first because in dodgeball, because I like to play a more aggressive style. He kind of sits back in the corner and tries to capitalize on mistakes. But you know, just a great athlete. You know, good at everything he does. And when the spotlight's on, you know, I would expect that he's going to be at his best, and I think he was today. So I'm happy for him.
Have you thought about the 15 guys you're going to take to Reno?
Yeah, we have. It's not quite like the Scuffle where it's a 2-day deal, but there'll be some great competition there. A lot of teams there, and some new faces for us. So we're excited to get out there and compete just like always.